Hey, what's up, everybody? We've been doing a lot of EDC videos, but this is a little bit different. It's kind of a watch guide in case you're not familiar with the different styles and types of watches. These are a few from my collection that I bought out so we could go over like the type of watch and what it represents and stuff like that, and what occasion it would be used for, and how to size them properly. Most watches you can take links out of that have this. Of course, if it has like a rubber or a leather band, you'd be able to take that out, move it to the next hole so you would be able to size it perfectly to your wrist. And we'll go over how to wear that as well. Now, before we get into all that, we're a few short days away from the holidays, so of course, be in that given mood and give that thumbs up over here. Come over here, hit that subscribe. You're getting a gift of all the cool videos that come out, and you're giving us a gift of a subscriber to build up the channel so we get more and more subscribers. So thank you so much, as all of you hopefully will subscribe. Now, the occasion of the watch. Of course, you could get something kind of like this, and this is a mechanical watch or an analog watch. As you can see, that little swing arm right there, as you're moving around and doing stuff, this will make the watch go. It's not set because it's been sitting there for a few days. I haven't used it, and I don't have it on a watch winder. You could put these on a watch winders. You can usually get the watch winders either at a watch store, or you can get them right on Amazon. Why couldn't I think about that for a minute? You can get them on Amazon. This will keep it movement, and that will keep that piece in the back. But if you don't want to, of course, you can come over here, unscrew, and then you just wind like so. That also winds up the little spring inside for the movement. And this actually does have, it's an Invicta watch, but it has a Seiko movement, which is really cool because it's a really, really good movement. So as you can see, this, it's not as thin. You could pass it off as a dress watch in some occasions, but for the most part, it's not. Now, you want to wear it a little bit loose. You want to be able to bend. You don't want it on your dominant hand. If you're right-handed, put it on your left hand, because that's the hand you move the most. You're going to hit, scrape, and scratch it. You want to save it as much as possible. Of course, it's on your hand, so it's going to get movement. And of course, it is a water-resistant watch, so you can use it in the water and stuff like that. Some of them are dive watches. So as you can see right there, it's not, I have a big wrist, so I can get away with different millimeters. You can check out the millimeters if you get, and my pen falls. There we go. Get that pen out of the way. You can get one of these in Harbor Freight that will measure the millimeters of the watch, and it can also, if you move this part, it can measure diameter in here. So as you can see, you can measure the inside and the out, so you can measure how many millimeters the watch is. And if you measure your hand to get an idea of how many millimeters the watch should be, you can measure around the wrist with the regular tape measure, and that will give you a good. But this is a little loose. You don't want it tight, and you don't want it too loose. And of course, metal bands like this do have links you could take out, so that will allow you to adjust the size on it. As you can see, there's pins here, so that's more of an all-around watch. It's a little bit thicker. For mostly for a dress watch, you want a thin one, and that is, a manual movement, a mechanical watch. This is a solar watch, so it's an Eco Drive. It's a Citizen. It's got, it's a very thin one. Now, for the most part, people will tell you, and it is true, a dress watch should have a leather band. I unfortunately get very allergic to leather bands, and I get bumps on my wrist, so I don't really care or want to wear leather bands because I'm really allergic to it. I can wear it for like a day or two, but then it starts really annoying me, so I just try to get watches that don't have leather bands. But you could go either or with this, because this kind of looks like a bracelet. So this is a really nice dress watch. certainly if you're wearing a silver and black, like my wedding ring is silver and black, so it would fit perfectly. And I usually wear silver jewelry and with a black, like I said, it's a black diamond, so that would go perfectly. If you're wearing a dark suit, of course, it's thin. It has the diamonds, it's very basic, no chronograph or anything like that, no date in the corner like in this one, as you have the Cyclops there for the date. This is more of a dress watch. This is what you wear with a suit or going out to a party. Now, if you're wearing a lighter color suit, of course, if you need gold, you would buy a gold watch. I do not have a dress gold watch for the most part because I don't really wear gold jewelry. As you can see, this is another Eco Drive Citizen. It is a much thinner one. A very thin, very elegant looking. It's got the diamonds. And this is right here. You could take these pins out as well. Of course, this is a little small on my wrist, but it is a cool watch. So there, as you can see, it does have some movement. I have lost weight since I've moved this, so it's a little looser than it should be. So take that into consideration. Now, this is a Citizen as well. I have used it and wore it for a dressier occasion. But, and of course, it does have a gold. It's silver and gold. You have the gold in here with the brown. And it's Eco Drive, just like the others, so solar powered. You have the gold accents here. So it could go more with a gold. And I love this bracelet on the watch. And this one, if you want a size, you could just lift this piece up here and it goes up and down. I'll just put it on for a second so you guys can take a little look at it. Like I said, I have a bigger hand and a bigger wrist, so of course a smaller watch kind of gets a little, it does have movement. You can move your wrist. You want to make sure this is not going to bang into your wrist because you want to have freedom and movement of your hand. So this will be more kind of like it could be a dressy occasion, but it's more of an everyday watch because it has the chronograph right there with the second hands and the date and everything in the corner there. You would go with something like that. That one I've been wearing, so it's up to date. Now this is another round one. Oh yeah, this one has a moving bezel as well, so you can time it. It's a unidirectional, not both. Doesn't go in both directions. So of course, like that. This one has one as well. This is another. It's a silver and gold. It's a day date. You see, it has the days here, the date over there, and the moon. It's nighttime that I'm shooting this video, so you're going to see the moon. In the morning, you will see the sun. It does have the gold accent. It does have the cool. It has a very similar band to the Citizen one. The Citizen one has more movement in it, but this one does have a lot of movement. I'll put that one on for a second. And then we got a couple of more watches to go over, just so you have a little idea. This one does bang my hand a drop because it's a little bit bigger than the other ones. I do have really big watches too. It's all up to preference. Someone can say, well, you can't wear that because of this. And then, of course, a square face watch. As you can see right there, this is a reactor watch. This is not a dress watch. It's quite big, quite bulky, but it is a square face. So you could have the square or the round face. Traditionally, the round face is a more traditional watch, but there is square ones. And the square ones do look nice as well. Like I said, though, it wouldn't be for a dressy occasion. Maybe more casual, like shirt and tie, or just like shirt and dress pants. This one gives a lot of movement. Very nice. Fits on there. Like I said, I have a bigger wrist, so it looks good. And then you move into the digital. Now this one, I really love this one because of the black and gold. It has the shiny black. It's a rubber band, so it's not going to affect my allergies. It's a black and gold, like I said. So if you have some black and gold jewelry or something like that, this would fit perfectly. I believe if you have, like my ring, I said my wedding ring is black diamond. So, of course, the black would go with it. Yes, it's silver, but the black goes with it. So it would be perfectly fine. As I try to go through this to see. Yeah. There we go. So it does have a light in it. It's a really cool little light. I put it on a different town. And it does have, you know, the little, what do you call it? There we go, the timers and all that. So if you're more into athletic, this would be the watch for you. And it is kind of an everyday watch. I wouldn't wear it for dress up, but it's an everyday watch that you can wear with jeans or maybe a sweater or something like that. It's a cool watch, very nice looking. I'll give a quick little look at it on that wrist so you get an idea of it. And then I got one more watch to go over just to give you an idea of different watches you can wear for different occasions and different styles. So you have a little bit, because I know it's kind of a guessing game. Like I said in other videos that I do about watches, I used to work in a watch store, so I kind of, I had to know the different styles and stuff for customers. It does have pretty good movement, as you can see. It's a bigger watch than the other ones. But it is, it's a nice watch. I really enjoy this one. I love this watch. Now, this is a real classic Casio. It is very similar to one of the James Bond watches. It is a world timer. As you can see, it has the time right there. Sorry about that. It has the world time when you put it in different area. It has the what do you call it? The why can't I think? A compass. Then you have tells you which part of the world you're in, but you dark it out. It does have a light as well, as you can see. It is a rubber band. It's not shiny like the other one's, kind of a matte rubber. So it's like the G-Shock. It's a very thin watch, but a very cool watch. It has a lot of features and a lot of cool stuff for a digital. So they are that kind of an everyday watch. Excuse me, sorry about that. Hold on 1 second there. So yes, that's a more digital everyday watch. I guess you could wear it with dress pants and a sweater, but more like jeans and working out and stuff like that. So a little bit of kind of like a gift guide, I guess you could say, and a little bit of a shopping for your watch. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit. If you have any questions or any ideas, hit up the comment section right there if you want to see more about watches and different styles. And like always, the holiday season, so have a great holiday, man, and have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.